Hey guys, it is Arika Misha. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. And as you guys can tell by the title of today's video, you can't have your cake and eat it too. Now we've all heard that saying before. We've heard it a million times. So let me read my notes. We all have heard that saying. Why is it that people feel that they can have their cake and eat it too? Basically saying people want both and don't want to choose. Per Google, have your cake and eat it too is an idiom that means it's not possible to have or enjoy two desirable but mutual exclusive things at the same time. Let me read that again. Per Google, have your cake and eat it too is an idiom that means it's not possible to have or enjoy two desirable but mutual exclusive things at the same time. When God was talking to me about this, it reminded me of how some people want to live for God and still do sinful things. You have to choose whom you will serve, God or the enemy. You can't have your cake and eat it too. And of course, you guys know, if God was talking to me about this, he was getting on me about something. So he was getting on me about something, and he said he wanted me to come and share it, that it may help someone. I tell you. All right. So, yeah. God was saying, girl, what you doing? God was like, you live for me, right? You worship me and praise me, right? God said, what you doing? And you know how we do. Thinking it's something little. It ain't nothing big. So we think it's okay. God said, girl, what you doing? God said, I thought you was living for me, serving me. And I was like, God, I am. And he was like, well, what you doing? God said, you can't have your cake and eat it too. God said, either you're going to live for me. God said, God said, you got to choose. He said, because I don't know what you're doing right now. And I was like, God, I'm just, it ain't that serious. And God was like, yes, it is. And you know, it's the little things that, you know, it starts like a seed and it grows. And God was saying, yeah, it's that serious. It's that serious, girl. I mean, you know, we think that little things don't matter. But they do. Especially to God. Because God knows little things start out as seeds. Little seeds. And then they get watered and they grow. So God said, before this thing grows, God said, you can't have your cake and eat it too. God said, you can't sit here now talking about you live for me. You live for me, but you trying to do other little stuff. And then you think just because it's little, it's okay. God said, no. No. God said, no. Nope. God said, I don't think so. I do not think so. And God was talking to me just like I'm talking to y'all. He was like, what you doing? What you doing? And come on now, we know. We know how we try to do. We know how we try to do, you know, because none of us is perfect. Nobody's perfect. You know how we think, you know, it's something little. You know, it ain't, you know, that's just like, you know, going to the grocery store and, you know, taking a few grapes out the bag and eating them. I'm just saying, I mean, you know, we all heard of that. You know, some of us have done it. You know, me, I mean, I have done it before. Don't get me wrong, I have done it before. But I stopped doing it because I realized that the grapes ain't washed. And if you know me, you've been watching my channels, y'all know I'm a little OCD now. So I was like, girl, they ain't even washed these grapes. Like, what you doing? They nasty. They ain't washed them. I mean, they do they little, you know, they do they little 1, 2, 1, 2. Y'all know. But now I need y'all to do the 3, 4, and the 5 before I eat them. I like to bring my stuff home and clean it. So, Yeah, just an example of what I'm trying to say. We think little things don't matter, but they do. And we know better. I knew. I knew. And have your cake and eat it too. God said, nah, you can't have your cake and eat it too. God said, either you live for me or what? God said, you live for me or you don't. We can't do that. We can't have our cake and eat it too. We can't do it. We can't, say we living for God and yet we're doing things out of the will of God, And I'm talking from experience. Now. My spiritual journey. I'm just sharing that it may help. We can't be sitting around here talking about some, oh, I live for God and God, and then we're going to go, like I used to do. Hang out club on the weekends and be in church on Sunday. At the hotel on Saturday, in church on Sunday. At the motel on Friday and Saturday, and then in church on Sunday. Yeah. Come on now. God said you can't have your cake and eat it too. You gotta choose. You gotta choose who you're gonna serve. It's a new year, Say we doing better, being better. We trying to do better things, make better choices. Can't keep making the same choices. We can't keep doing the same old now. We can't. We cannot. And God said, okay now. Don't come into 2025 with this foolishness. That's what he said. Because you know what? Even though we sit and we say, oh, new year, new me. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this better. This goal and that goal. A lot of times we say we're going to do better in areas. And a lot of times we start doing other things. We say we're going to stop doing this. But then we start doing other stuff. And that's what God was talking to me about. God said you can't have your cake and eat it too. God said either you're going to live for me or you're not. And I'm not talking about, babes in Christ. I'm not talking about that. Because I was a babe in Christ once too. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about us who've been saved for a long time. And we acting like we babes in Christ. Just, the difference. Yeah, can't have your cake and eat it too. Either you're going to live for God or not. You can't be playing. We can't be playing now. 2025 ain't going to be the year to be playing around. It's not going to be the year to be playing around with God. I'm telling you. It ain't going to be that kind of year. We're going to need to stay in line at all times. We ain't even have room to get out of line. Just saying what God has been sharing with me. Just sharing with y'all. We ain't going to have time to be playing around in 2025 now. Can't have your cake and eat it too. Alright guys, that's what God wanted me to come and talk about today. I'm sharing as always. Don't forget guys, go in the description box, click on that link to my second channel. Over there I'm doing hair, makeup, nails, DIYs, family vlogs, grocery hauls, Amazon unboxing, shopping online, all that girly stuff. If you guys are into any of that, please come over to my second channel. The link is in the description box and show me some love and support. Thanks guys. God bless. Bye.